Welcome back to another gameplay live stream here. I got Madden NFL 19 here tonight. Got the Oakland Raiders against the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm using the Baltimore Ravens, as you can see, I'm purple. As you can see the coach, and everything. So, y'all please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. It'll be a blessing to me and a blessing for you because you help me, we help each other. Hope y'all having a good night. So let's get into this gameplay. Oakland Raiders 83, Baltimore Ravens 86 overall. Almost the same. Ravens. There you go, y'all ready for some rush? That's what I'm doing here right now, is a rush. Rocking the purple and the white. I should rock the black and purple. Go with that right there. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Here we go. Oakland, Baltimore. Coming up next.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Pro Bowler Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders as they get set to take on the rookie Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles
Baltimore.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The Raven defense taking the field a few moments ago, and their all-time leading sack man, Terrell Suggs, was firing up the troops. They get set for what should be a good matchup with the Oakland Raiders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. You can bump yourself over 500. It's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They go play action here on first down. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So second in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. Now Carr on the bootleg. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, when you think of these two teams, two franchises, Baltimore and Oakland, Charles, what comes to mind?
Well, the ghost to the post in the late 1970s, but remember, that was the Baltimore Colts, who are now in Indianapolis. These are the Ravens, who came from Cleveland and formerly were the Browns.
They also have some history, though. The Ravens, between these two teams, won an AFC championship game in 2001. Also beat a Derek Carrless Raiders 30-17 in Oakland a year ago. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ooh,
yeah, the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
Come out of the backfield as Marshawn Lynch. There was so much attention on him in 2017 after a year away from the NFL. And he produced with over 800 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground. But I thought they started slowly with him in 2017. I think in 2018, he's going to get the ball pretty fast and pretty often.
On second down, Lynch. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brandon, I know we're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Lynch.
Oh.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
What a pop by Mosley.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4th and 2. Here comes the field goal unit.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
He enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't he?
Good. 4 touchdowns and 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
What can Lamar Jackson do now?
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought
pick
down.
Up first down.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's how they'll line things up on the defensive side of the ball for Oakland. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Yeah.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Jackson on first down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Good night.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Good night, Levy.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Not going to catch him.
End zone for a Ravens touchdown. Buck Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
This is the first tackle.
And now here come the Raiders. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
On second down, here's Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
And first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Wait for the kick to turn around.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10 to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Irvin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He's not getting ready to throw the ball.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
What are you talking about, a 4th down run successful? Really? This is something.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a give to Lynch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Yeah.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
On the give, this is Lynch. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
All right, before they can get settled in here, time expires. on the first quarter of action. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Carr now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
He's doing a little dump off passes
now. He's able
to
pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll run with Lynch, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Was that a receiver?
Yeah.
Actually, it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field now goes Buck Allen as he gets ready. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Try to play
so one
earlier,
play,
guys.
and they're already just shy of midfield.
Cannot connect this time.
Detroit! Detroit!
Playing tight on us.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes
every
out,
time.
They'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Man open left side is Brown. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup for 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Come on, what are you doing?
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So take a hard face.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes.
What a throw.
Inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Crabtree again.
And all about timing there on that short snap, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Get down, get down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
What a
They
hit.
may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass.
Goodness.
They've done a pretty good run blitz there.
Clubs got the hit and the fumble recovery.
All blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game.
Made
they
the
did
fumble.
it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson.
I'm going to stop scrambling, man.
Bruce Irvin in there.
That's his second sack.
Sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle.
I keep my eyes on the field, but
to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Beautiful throw.
Wide open, complete.
Whoa.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards.
Damn.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
What a throw.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins.
Collins got a
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
I look back here.
56.
He's doing all the good running.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
The drag, that guy can be your
Look at
safety
that
valve.
nice
Right
play.
there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
I don't know if I can do. About to juke him out of his shoes. Broke his ankles. What's up, Pistol? Thank you for that comment. Welcome back.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Almost his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Let's stop him at the 2.
Nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We will.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Oh, almost hit.
And it's incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Carr. And he fins him off.
Damn, missed that.
Contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens
What's up, Beauty?
will take over.
How you doing, Beauty?
John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily. And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that. He sure has. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough. And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball. On 3rd down, Jackson. Allen here on the screen.
Nobody gonna catch him.
Ravens touchdown. Buck Allen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly. Had 3 touchdown
Great blocking up the front.
Right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular? Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
This is Richard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon.
Good job, Eric Weddle.
Always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
He's spin right there on defense. Why off of there? Oh, Lord. You can spin anything.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. Drops it underneath for
All I could have juked right there.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens add on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12.
Okay, y'all.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gott.
As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
That's what I do to myself.
Set! Blue landing!
Can get Collins that many snaps to keep picking the plays easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No, check, Patriot!
On first, they go right back to Collins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Most of the time.
Hey. 4 down. 34, eyes on 34. Over!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
Now Collins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Jackson.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the
football? Got another man on the team that can run.
With him doing exactly
very
that,
dangerous.
And he beat him on that
offense
play,
right there.
all the way to the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Running like well.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive with Lynch, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
How you face mask somebody from behind?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Finds Roberts left side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the
top 10.
Hold
just a second, guys. Hold just a second. Tell me that I'm streaming. I said you should wait to buy it. Tell me I'm streaming right now. Oh. All right. I just tell me what
against the run in the NFL.
All right, guys,
so
I'm
do you
back.
decide
Sorry
to keep
about
smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Hey, your mother calls you, they want to tell you everything, you know, what's going on, so you know how it is.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
They like sometimes.
Tucker now to add the point after.
They see.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh,
right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now, we're waiting.
Again, it's Richard. And an alley to run. And he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Could strip, the ball's out.
Really took, come on, EA.
Going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Oh, God. They can't get the ball that much time. He's right there, the ball right there for somebody to get.
That stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Score, that's what it is.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Pick that field goal again. Moses the Saka.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Get
It's
shit out of
picked
here.
up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
What a blocked field goal.
Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's going.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 26. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Check.
They'll begin the drive with Collins.
Oh, no.
Up back at the 16-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flush to his right. A right side catch by Crabtree. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Switch.
They run with Collins, and he stopped immediately there.
Nowhere now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, guys, in the third quarter, 4 quarters
for
coming up
this
next.
third quarter of action.
We'll
return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Hey, Brucey, how you doing, honey?
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And again, it's Collins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Jackson on second down to the right side and complete to Hurst. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 4 down. Leopard.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch it now, Barney. Hot. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Close. What do you mean, Bougie? Close, I mean.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there.
Well, obviously, that begs the question.
Must have run by college.
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
All right, guys, 2-minute warning to go here the game. Y'all stay here this past 2 minutes.
Time
it's over.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see
sure
what they've come up
it.
with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bless you.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, he got a pancake right there. He got a pancake.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Right back to him on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10.
Oh, no.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Four down. Mike, check, 59. Hot! Watch him now, Barney!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he runs that one incomplete there. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues into another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score, this game, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Oh, shit, y'all.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth.
I ain't gonna challenge that, man. You have both feet down when we touch the ball. Right there. Right there. Plays a touchdown.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
That's a hard stop by the Baltimore Ravens.
You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon
hit again.
Absolutely. This is Collins on the handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well ahead.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey,
what
do
a
something
play,
about
man.
it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was
that
really
could be
excited.
a play of the
Fantasy owners
year.
who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Anyway.
Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number
What a
of
game
points,
for the Baltimore Ravens.
like
What a game for the rookie, Jamal Jackson.
They can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.
I mean, Lamar
Jackson.
Call,
run,
I
pass,
think
it's all going to work.
Lamar Jackson. Excuse me, guys.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Uh-oh.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Hey. Alright, guys. That's the end of the stream now. I forgot I was on the stream. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man. Y'all been a blast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. It'll be a blessing to me. Because you bless me, we bless each other. And y'all have a good night, man. Don't let the bed bugs bite. You have a good night. We'll see you in the next stream here in a couple of days. It'll be on Thursday. I stream on Monday. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays and Sundays. Just letting y'all know what day I stream so y'all will know when I'm on here streaming. So, y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. It'll be a blessing, like I said before. We'll see y'all in the next one. Take it easy. Peace. Good night.